Ever wonder why? No matter how hard you try to eat healthy, your energy feels low, your mood swings hit harder, and your body just won't cooperate? Well, the truth is, there are hidden culprits lurking in your daily meals that are wrecking your well-being without you even realizing it. We're talking about foods that sneak in sugars, trans fats, and other nasties that quietly mess with your heart, immunity, and mental health. Imagine thinking you're doing fine, but your body's silently screaming for balance, better sleep, and proper nutrition. By the end of this, you'll discover exactly what's sabotaging your health and how to reclaim your energy, vitality, and overall quality of life. And trust me, this isn't just another boring lecture on eating right. We're diving deep into the foods that millions keep reaching for every single day, often making things worse without even knowing it. Think about that slice of cake after lunch, that convenient processed snack at 3 p.m., or the salty treat before bedtime. These aren't just small habits. They're shaping your long-term health in ways most people never see coming. But don't worry, once you see what's really going on, you'll have the tools to make smarter, healthier choices that stick. Some of these foods may even shock you because they've been marketed as safe or normal, but in reality, they're quietly fueling inflammation, spiking blood sugar, and stressing your cardiovascular system. And here's the kicker. Ignoring them can have long-term consequences on your heart, mental health, and even your weight, no matter how much exercise or self-care you're doing. But here's the good news. Knowledge is power. Once you understand which foods are secretly harmful, you can take control and create a life full of balance, energy, and health. So, are you ready to finally lift the veil and see the hidden dangers on your plate? Stick around, because in the next segments, we're breaking down the 8 most harmful foods that people keep eating and showing you exactly what to swap them with to boost your health, immunity, and well-being. And in the next step, you'll see how hidden sugars are quietly sabotaging your mind, body, and lifestyle in ways you never imagined. Hidden sugars are everywhere, creeping into foods you'd never suspect. Yogurt sauces, granola bars, even healthy smoothies. They sneak into your daily diet, spiking blood sugar, fueling cravings, and messing with your energy levels. Imagine thinking you're making a smart choice with that low-fat snack, only to realize it's packed with sugar that keeps your insulin bouncing up and down like a roller coaster. Over time, this can affect your well-being, mental clarity, and even your heart health. Awareness is the first step to reclaiming control over your body and energy. One practical move is checking labels religiously. Words like maltose, dextrose, and high-fructose corn syrup are red flags hiding in plain sight. Swapping sodas and flavored coffees for water, herbal tea, or infused water can drastically improve your nutrition and reduce stress on your metabolism. Think about starting your day with oatmeal topped with fresh berries instead of sugary cereal. It's a small shift with huge long-term benefits for blood sugar balance and mental health. Hidden sugars don't just affect the body. They sneak into your mind too. They can worsen mood swings, fatigue, and irritability, impacting your emotional health and relationships. A simple swap could be choosing dark chocolate over candy bars or a piece of fruit instead of that afternoon cookie. By making these choices consistently, you reinforce a life of balance and healthier habits, boosting your quality of life without feeling deprived. And here's the kicker. Once you identify where these sugars are hiding and start making smarter swaps, you'll notice immediate changes, more stable energy, improved focus, and better sleep. But don't stop here, because in the next segment, we're tackling processed meats and their long-term risks, foods that may seem harmless but silently chip away at your heart and immunity. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, deli meats, and hot dogs may taste amazing, but they quietly take a toll on your health. Packed with preservatives, sodium, and saturated fats, they can raise your blood pressure, stress your cardiovascular system, and increase inflammation over time. Imagine reaching for a quick sandwich every day, thinking it's convenient, while your arteries and immunity are silently paying the price. Long-term consumption can even elevate the risk of chronic illnesses, affecting your quality of life and overall well-being. A practical step is swapping these meats with lean proteins such as grilled chicken, turkey, or plant-based alternatives. Even adding beans, lentils, or tofu to meals can drastically improve your nutrition while supporting heart health and weight management. Think about replacing that lunch deli sandwich with a hearty quinoa salad topped with fresh veggies and a lean protein. It's a small change with major long-term benefits. Beyond physical health, Processed meats can also affect mental clarity and energy. High sodium levels can contribute to dehydration, fatigue, and even brain fog, making daily tasks feel harder than they should. Choosing fresh, minimally processed foods nourishes both body and mind, reinforcing a lifestyle that promotes balance, immunity, and better sleep. Here's the important part. Once you reduce processed meats, you'll start noticing subtle but powerful shifts, more consistent energy, better digestion, and improved cardiovascular health. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Next, we're diving into trans fats, the silent threat in your diet that's sneakily sabotaging your heart, metabolism, and overall wellness. Trans fats are the hidden villains lurking in fried foods, margarine, baked goods, and many packaged snacks. They quietly raise bad cholesterol while lowering the good kind, putting serious stress on your cardiovascular system. Imagine enjoying a seemingly harmless donut or packaged cookie, while these sneaky fats are silently fueling inflammation and damaging arteries. Over time, this can affect heart health, energy, and even immunity, quietly undermining your well-being. A simple strategy is to swap fried or processed snacks with healthier alternatives like nuts, seeds, or air-popped popcorn. Cooking at home using olive oil or avocado oil instead of margarine can drastically reduce trans fat intake. Even small daily changes like opting for homemade muffins instead of store-bought can reinforce better nutrition, improve metabolism, and support a balanced lifestyle. Trans fats don't just harm the body, they can subtly influence mood and cognitive function. Research shows that diets high in trans fats may be linked to higher rates of depression and anxiety, impacting your mental health and emotional balance. Choosing fresh, whole food supports not only your heart but also your brain, improving mental clarity, mindfulness, and overall quality of life. The key takeaway? Once you start eliminating trans fats from your diet, your body will reward you with more stable energy, enhanced immunity, and improved cardiovascular function. And as we keep uncovering hidden dangers, the next segment will show you how refined carbs spike blood sugar and sabotage your wellness, often without you even realizing it. Refined carbs, think white bread, pastries, pasta, and sugary cereals, can wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels. They're stripped of fiber and nutrients, causing rapid spikes and crashes that leave you drained, irritable, and craving more junk food. Imagine starting your day with a seemingly harmless bagel, only to feel energy crash 2 hours later. Over time, this cycle can affect your metabolism, mood, and long-term well-being, making it harder to maintain a healthy lifestyle. One practical move is swapping refined carbs for whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or whole oats. Even small adjustments, like replacing white bread with sprouted grain bread, can stabilize blood sugar, improve digestion, and support a healthy weight. Pairing carbs with protein and healthy fats further smooths energy levels and reinforces a life full of balance and vitality. Refined carbs also impact your mental health. Frequent sugar crashes can worsen anxiety, reduce focus, and mess with sleep quality. Incorporating fiber-rich fruits, vegetables, and legumes not only nourishes the body but also improves mental clarity, mood, and overall quality of life. Imagine enjoying a hearty veggie and quinoa bowl instead of a sugary snack. It's a simple change with profound benefits. And here's the important part. Once you reduce refined carbs, you'll notice steadier energy, better mental focus, and more consistent sleep patterns. But this isn't the end of the story. Next up, we're tackling excessive salt and its hidden impact on heart health, an ingredient many people underestimate in their daily diet. Too much salt is more than just a flavor booster. It's a major stressor on your cardiovascular system. From canned soups to fast food, sodium hides in countless everyday foods, silently raising blood pressure and increasing the risk of heart disease. Imagine thinking you're eating normal meals while your arteries are quietly under pressure and your body's stress levels are creeping up. Over time, excessive salt can impact well-being, energy, and even sleep quality. A simple step is to choose fresh or minimally processed foods and season with herbs, lemon, or spices instead of salt. Swapping canned vegetables for fresh ones or making homemade sauces can drastically cut sodium intake while improving nutrition and flavor. Even small adjustments like rinsing canned beans can support heart health, immunity, and a more balanced lifestyle. Excessive salt also affects hydration, leading to bloating, fatigue, and brain fog. Reducing sodium can enhance mental clarity, improve mood, and support better sleep, giving you more energy and a sense of well-being. Incorporating mindful eating habits, like tasting before adding salt, helps cultivate long-term habits that reinforce overall health. And the big takeaway? Once you cut back on hidden sodium, your blood pressure stabilizes, your cardiovascular system thanks you, and your overall quality of life improves. But stay tuned. There's more to uncover about the foods quietly shaping your health choices, and the next steps will reveal additional dietary traps you might still be falling into. Now that you've uncovered the hidden dangers in common foods, from sneaky sugars to processed meats, trans fats, refined carbs, and excess salt, you've taken the first step toward reclaiming your health and well-being. Remember how sneaky these everyday choices were, quietly impacting your energy, mood, and even your heart? Well, now you're equipped with practical swaps and strategies to take control and make lasting changes. Think about the small adjustments you can implement today. Swapping sugary snacks for fresh fruit, choosing whole grains, adding herbs instead of salt, or picking lean proteins over processed meats. Each step reinforces your journey toward better nutrition, improved immunity, and a more balanced lifestyle. It's not just about avoiding harm, it's about actively building a life that supports your mental, emotional, and physical health. So, what changes are you going to start with first? Which swap will make the biggest difference in your daily routine? Drop a comment and share your plan. Your story might inspire someone else to take control too. Remember, even small, consistent actions compound into powerful results over time, giving you energy, clarity, and a stronger heart. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Se inscriva agora para não perder que podem transformar sua saúde para sempre. You've started uncovering the hidden dangers, and this is just the beginning of creating a life full of balance, vitality, and well-being.